So it's very important that as ladies going in this world, they have to learn to forgive yourself. Whatever problem that they, as a female, whatever problem you have done, whatever thing has happened, wherever your life is right now and as a relationship wise, you have to forgive yourself for exactly where it is. Whether it's good, bad, or whatever it is on that point, you just have to accept I'm where I am right now. If I'm single, I'm single. If I'm married, I'm married. If I am divorced, I'm divorced. Like wherever it is, whatever it is, well, I have no husband, no boyfriend, no kids, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you have to forgive yourself, know where you're at. And only by accepting where you're at right now, you're going to understand how the world works. As far as saying to yourself, I'm going to make sure that I heal.
Right.
Because you got to heal.
Is it more of accepting your current situation or being satisfied with what you have?
No, it's accepting your current situation. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, as human beings, being satisfied is something that comes every now and then to you. You can be satisfied for 10 minutes. You can be satisfied for an hour. You can be satisfied for 10 years. It
Right.
comes and goes, a different span on it, But when I say, you got to accept yourself, accept it. Listen, whatever happened in the past already is done. Whatever decision was made, whatever happened, it's already finished.
Right.
So you can continue to beat yourself up about it, or you can say, okay, I did it. It's done with. Accept it. It's part of my life. It's part of my body. It's part of my memory. It's part of my essence now. Accept it. Right? And once you accept it, once you accept whatever it is to put you right now here where you are, then the moment you do that, then you start getting new knowledge, All of a sudden now you've slowed down in a way, and because you've slowed down, things can come to you.
Right.
If you're constantly going fast, you're not listening, because like I said, one of the best ancient proverbs and sayings I've heard is basically saying, when you actually pray, you're actually speaking to the source. When you're actually meditating, you're listening to the source. So when you can slow down enough to meditate and have the ideas and all that thing comes to you, when you can slow down enough and do that, you're going to get real knowledge. And the only way you can do that is forgiveness. You can't close your eyes and, oh my God, I wish I didn't do that. Oh God. No, you got to be like, okay, yeah, okay. And then that's how it keeps coming on to you.
Do you feel like the perspective that's been, very, very popular right now with a lot of women, which is, no regrets, I did this, it's me, it's who I am, which is fine. But do you feel like that kind of culture, that kind of act allows them to indulge in even more acts that they will regret later on? And then just trying to convince themselves that, oh, I'm not going to regret it just because, I'm going to forgive myself for everything that I do. So I'm going to indulge in more acts and still forgive myself.
One of the worst thing is when it comes to accepting things, and forgiving yourself, is knowing that you're conning yourself. When you know that you're conning yourself, you're like, man, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, then I'm going to say I'm going to forgive myself. Then I'm going to do this and do that and say I'm going to forgive myself. Right. Then you're lying to the one person you shouldn't be lying to. You're lying to yourself. You know it. You know it. You know when you really forgive yourself. Well, you know when you're just bullshitting. You know it. Yeah. Very important. And today when it's like, oh, I know, they know it. You know it. Deep down, you know it. Like I said, good deeds and bad deeds are remembered in our heart. It's remembered. It's there. So you know it. You know if you're going to do the exact same thing you've always done. You know if you're going to pretend to try. You know it.
I feel like a lot of people just prefer to lie to themselves just to hide the fact that they're not really happy with how they are. And use that just to give them temporary self-satisfaction, which really doesn't create any sort of growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, Mother Nature and Father Time, best teachers in the world. Right. If you watch Mother Nature, if you really want to understand how you really grow, how the cycle of growth works, how all of this actually goes together, pay attention to nature. Right. Like, really, yeah, nature tells you all that stuff. Planting a flower. The flower's not going to be there instantly. Seed has to go into the ground, and seed has to go into the right ground. It can't just go into a harsh ground. It has to go into correct ground with a nice temperature, nice water into it, plant it over. It has to be there for a while, water for a little while. Sun got to be there. There's a process. There's an order to everything. Mother Nature, she doesn't just exist out chaos. No, there's an order to the chaos. The yin and the yang. There's an order to the chaos with Mother Nature. And Father Time will tell you if you're doing the right thing or not. You will know in time. That's what they always say. Yep. You will know in time. It's simple. The best teachers in the world, Mother Nature and Father Time. Go out into nature. Nature tells you so much. That's one thing as well. Some people are not into the meditation.
Right.
Some people are not into prayer. Then go for walks in the park. Go enjoy nature. If you don't like doing any of those things, then go to nature. Go camp. Go do something. Even if you like going on a hike, just go, because that right there will help you to actually be able to forgive yourself. When you're walking through nature and it's just there, you know that they say nature has a heartbeat, and this heartbeat is our natural heartbeat. So when we join nature, when we go into the forest, you go hiking, go camping, whatever it is, your heartbeat sync with nature. It's sync with it, and you start to feel better. Things start to go well. That's when you come back from retreats. It's like you're like, now I'm back to the grind.
How they think, they just perceive it as a healing process, but in fact it's much more toxic to them than they think.
Yeah.
How would they see that?
The thing is, healing, most trauma, it lives in the body. Trauma is in the body. So when you have done things in the past or things have been done to you, your body remembers it. That's why you have automatic reaction to things, muscle memory, body reaction. It's automatic. Even though your mind doesn't always think about it, your mind is off it. Your mind is not always going to be there, but it will remember once the body does it. Once the body like does it. So when trauma happens to you, and when trauma happens to any female, right, like the worst thing you can do is go back into the exact same area and have that thing just keeps on reacting to give you trauma. You're going to be in a club after you've just been, whatever relationship end with, going through that, you're numbing yourself.
Right.
You're numbing yourself while your body's going through the trauma, because it lives in the body. So that's why you have to be able to calm yourself down and do some things that helps the body. Like if you really want to know what to do some yoga. Excellent for that. Excellent for that. When I'm talking about when you do the yoga, it's not because, I want to look hot doing the yoga. No, it's because you're stretching out the body. You're doing things that relieve the stress in the body. Do Tai Chi as well. Sit back, meditate, do all the pushing of that. It just works. And if that's not something you like, then do dancing. Right? But dancing by yourself. Not a dancing where I'm here to seduce men. I'm dancing because I just need to just dance. You need to move the body. It's important. That's why.
Method of healing.
It's a method of healing. You have to take care of the body. You got to take care of the body. The mind will take care of itself. As long as you get the right input and do it, the body, you have to work on the body, especially females, especially because most of them, like I said, trauma lives in.
So is there a correlation between hormone balance or imbalance and habits of like how people feel and the way they feel about certain things?
For some people.
Okay.
Yeah, for some people. Like even, your body, like I said, it's a concoction. What you put into it is what you get out of it. If you're constantly reading good things, eating good stuff, put that in there, you're gonna feel better. If you're constantly putting in trash into it, you're gonna feel like trash.
Right.
So when you have problems, any problem, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's spiritual, whenever that is there, whenever it's in your essence and you really want to help it out, very important to, one, find professional help. This is not something that is unknown to anybody. Everything that you can think of has existed already. Any problem that you have, there's a solution for it again. And once again, Mother Nature, Father Time. Mother Nature, Father Time. Spend the time to heal. Go through the proper channels. If there's something inside of you that you know that there's an issue, like stop listening to like just little things that don't work. Because Father Time has told you already, girl, you've been doing this for the last 5 years and nothing has worked. Father Time keep telling you that it's not working, not working, not working, but you just keep trying. No, it's not working. So you need to do something else. That's why it's important to really listen to Mother Nature and Father Time, and it will help you. And to understand that everything is a cycle. Whatever you're going through right now, it is a cycle. And once you understand that cycle, the entire thing gets easier, man. That's why in the book I talk about the cycle of growth. Like once you actually understand the cycle and like the milestones that go with it, it takes off a lot off it. It makes you ladies understand what's going to happen next. Right. If I do this correct, what's going to happen next? If I do this incorrect, what's going to happen? And once you understand that cycle, there's a peace, there's a calmness that goes on. And say, okay, well, this is the road I'm going down. This is what's going down.
I read in a psychology article, it said that specifically women are much more, I wouldn't say attracted, but they end up with the kind of guy that they're used to in their lives rather than what they actually want. depending on how they were raised. So if she was raised in a broken family with her parents being divorced, she ends up looking for that guy subconsciously, even though on a conscious level, it's not really what she wants. How true is that?
I mean, you need mom and dad in the home because you need to see the fight. See, remember, you have two one-of-a-kind human beings, mom and dad, coming together to make a one-of-a-kind relationship, right? There's going to be fights and friction, and mom and dad is going to fight. They're going to do things. They're going to argue. But at the end of the day, you're going to see them talk and make up and laugh. You're going to see both sides. As a kid growing up in a home, right? That's what I said. The worst thing that can happen to a kid is a broken home, especially for a female. When she's in a broken home where the dad and the mom are not there, you have a one parent or the other, it's not there, right? You don't get to see the dynamic of a relationship. You don't get to see fighting and then they make up and they talk and they do this and they make up and they talk again. It happens all the time, like in Jamaica, growing up in Jamaica. I mean, the neighbor will come outside and the neighbor's fighting again, Nita and Blocker, they're fighting. And see the kid just walking.
We were talking about the healthy way of fighting. That's the last thing we were talking about before the camera cut off. I asked you what you would think the healthy way of fighting in a relationship would be.
Yeah. Stay on topic, especially for ladies. Like I said, there's always going to be fight. Men, women, friction, it's always going to happen. But when we do argue, when you do fight, you can't make it personal. It can't be a personal battle. It has to be that you're arguing about the topic. What is the problem? You're going to argue on the problem. You stay on the problem. The problem comes in arguing is when you go off topic and start making personal attacks. That's when it's no longer about actually attacking the problem. Now what it is we're attacking each other. So now we're attacking each other, just throwing slants at each other, just say, you stupid and you're an idiot, you're dumb, and blah, you did this, you did that, Instead of saying, well, this problem here that we have is the problem. Let's work together and focus on that end. So one of the main things about when you do an argument is actually staying on topic, But before you even stay on topic, the approach got to be good, because when an argument is happening and someone just approach you as far as an aggressive manner, hey, we need to talk about this. This needs to be, you're like, whoa, walls go up. It's like, hey, what you doing, man? Like, what, you gotta approach me like that? It's like, it starts to go up. Right. So when you're approaching a topic, it's just like when you're getting fired from a job or you're getting hired from a job, it's always cordial at first. Right. Because you start off pleasantly. You have to, even if it's going to be bad news, even if you guys are going to deliver bad news, it has to start off cordial. Can't just start off, boom, let's get right to the bad news. No, you got to start off by saying, we need to talk. Right. And this is about something that we have to address. And that's it, because now you're going on the topic. And you can keep on the topic. But ladies, staying on topic is very important for you, because a lot of you just get off topic, start attacking the guy. Well, you missed my birthday 2 years ago. That shows you are not responsible. I knew you were going to do that. I knew this. I knew that. Right. You're like, no, man, don't bring in things from 5-10 years ago. Right. When there's a problem now, like the fire is now,
Do women do that on a conscious level?
Well, it gets heated. Emotion gets in, it gets heated. Fights with women is more, they go at it more. Men can stay a little bit calmer, but that's not all. It's just the majority. Right. But a lot of times women have to remember to keep themselves on topic, because you see when women argue with each other, there's no arguing topics. Two women arguing a topic on that end, most of the time, it's a personal attacks. She's going after, oh, well, you bitch, oh, you fucking, going after, oh, I know what you did. It's just personal attacks. Right. That's why, they say women hate women, because it's a lot of personal attacks. Maybe the truth where your friend is telling you the truth, right? She's telling her girlfriend the truth, but while she's telling her girlfriend the truth, she's telling her how stupid she is. So even though she's telling her the truth, you're mixing that truth with you're stupid. You're like, no. They don't want to hear that. They know the decision wasn't good or whatever it was. You don't need to tell. It's like, stay on topic, and that's how it is. So that's why when, there's a relationship and there's fights in the relationship, someone has to have a level head. You can't have the woman going off and the guy going off. Nothing ever gets solved. It's one of those relationships that's just a lot of craziness and then, a lot of craziness, and it just keeps on going that way. And when you don't deal with the topic, when you don't put out that little fire, the fire keeps getting bigger. And when you try to put it out again later on, it's a bigger fire now. It's huge now. Before it was small, both of you could have stomped it out, but now it's gotten bigger. You come try it again, it's too big, got bigger again, and all of a sudden now you're in a relationship with someone that there's a fire that's always burning. Right.
No, it's
Intimacy,
harder
yeah.
to take the fire. Yeah,
Much
exactly.
harder. You can't even approach the topic anymore because instantly when that topic comes up, it's just wall, shut down, fight, fire. It's just
Right.
instantly. Yeah, instantly, you know, instantly. I mean, you can still put down those
Right.
fires,
Yeah.
but it requires a lot of work. You know, it requires a lot of work.
Sometimes, I mean, I feel that the more people grow older, the less work they want to put in a relationship. They just feel like if now I can read it much more, efficiently in terms of, oh, is this the kind of relationship that I actually want to invest my energy and effort in? And it just makes it so much easier for people to let go. They're literally going into relationships, and the first thing they're looking for is an excuse to leave.
Weak bond. Weak bond. Once again, Mother Nature, Father Time, right?
Right.
If you're used to quick hookup relationships, all the bonds you're creating are weak bonds, Like, weak bonds. Weak bonds can't stand the test of time. Any little thing that shakes a weak bond, it goes apart. Yeah. So if you have spent the time to develop a relationship correctly, you've gone through the correct stages of a relationship, right? Your bond is stronger. Your bond is stronger. Whether you make it or don't make it, and who knows what considered making it, because we're all here learning from each other, right? But it depends on how far the relationship is going to go. Is based on the bond that was created during dating. The bond that was created during that, And if you constantly keep hooking up, weak bond, that keeps happening, it's never going to work. It's a weak bond. You can't all of a sudden now decide that you're going to create a strong bond with somebody when the relationship wasn't developed correctly,
Do you feel like modern dating methods are less efficient than traditional dating methods?
Definitely. Just because something is quicker and faster doesn't mean it's better. When you think about it, life now, how much stuff in life really that is quicker is better,